Hi, Dr. J here, and the last few videos we've been talking about godly foods and their role in your life and health, but also we've been talking about the role of sugar and how negative it can be for your health. And this has really touched a nerve, and many of you've reached out to me either openly on Facebook or privately in discussing some of your challenges with sugar and advice on sugar substitutes. So I really want to make sure that we're very clear on something. The best substitute for sugar is not having it. If you're going to have sugar, have real sugar, such as sugar in the raw. It's actually real sugar with all the nutrients and fibers still in the sugar. Worst case scenario after that is actually just have a packet of white sugar. That's what you'd want to use as a secondary substitute. First option, though, is sugar in the raw. The reason I say this is because these fake sugars, these ones that are so popular in our culture today, in our foods, they are absolutely awful for your body. And the FDA and different organizations aren't going to come out and say it, but if you look at the research that's out there, I'm going to share some of it with you today. Clearly these things are poisoning, and clearly these things are leading to disease in our bodies. The first here, aspartame, is found, a chemical called aspartame, is found in these blue packets, such as NutraSweet and Equal. Aspartame is really bad stuff. We're going to talk about that in a moment. The next one is sucralose, found in something called Splenda. Again, very dangerous stuff. And the last one, saccharin, is an ingredient found in Sweet and Low. Now these artificial sweeteners, these chemically made sweeteners, remember we talked about godly foods your brain, your body recognize. These are man-made sweeteners. Your body does not even understand what these things are. These sweeteners have been found to do a number of things negative to the human body. First and foremost, it desensitizes your taste buds. The reason being is, since these are man-made, they are hundreds, if not thousands of times more sweet than normal sugar. So your taste buds get accustomed to that level of sweetness, and it actually will desensitize them to normal foods. The second thing that's been found with these artificial sweeteners, it destroys the good bacteria you actually have in your gut. See, all of us have good bacteria in our body. If we don't have the good bacteria in our gut, it literally will lower or suppress your immune system. This in turn will set you up for unnecessary sickness or disease. The next thing will happen, these artificial sweeteners literally will wreak havoc on your hormone regulation. Again, because we know from science that these things, although masked and marketed to be great for diabetics, actually trick your brain and cause an increase in insulin sensitivity. It is screwing with your hormones. The next thing it'll do is it'll literally cause you to overeat. Because your hormones are fluctuating and because your body has got a ton of insulin circulating through your blood, your body inherently says, well, we need some calories to literally satiate all this insulin, and so it literally triggers in your brain the desire to go out and bring on more calories. It will increase, listen to what I'm about to say here, it actually will increase your risk of diabetes. So for all you out there that are taking this at the advice of another professional that told you, oh, you can take this, it won't affect your blood sugar, the research is stating just the opposite. The people that are taking these artificial sweeteners are still at a greater risk of developing diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic disease in general. It does not decrease your likelihood of diabetes, and in many ways, those of you who are diabetic, it is not helping you at all. And the last, these things have been linked to dementia, Alzheimer's, and even cancer. And I'm not going to ask you to take my word for it. You can do the research on your own, and I'm going to encourage you to do just that. Google the dangerous effects of artificial sweeteners and spend some time reading the research. I've got a couple pieces here I'm going to show you. This is in respect to sucralose. It was found in the Journal of Toxicology and Environmental Health. It reviewed the different studies that are out there with respect to sucralose, or Splenda. And it found there's an extensive list of safety concerns, including toxicity, DNA damage, and a heightened potential for cancer development. In aspartame, that was the first one we talked about. Aspartame was actually at one time being used by Coca-Cola. And Coca-Cola made this huge public statement that aspartame is safe and it's fine, etc., etc. Later that year, after they made this bold statement, the Center for Science and Public Interest Executive Director Michael Jacobson issued a statement in response to Coca-Cola's ad about the safety of aspartame. He stated, "Aspartame has been found to cause cancer, leukemia, lymphoma, and other tumors. It shouldn't be in the food supply in any way. We certainly want Coca-Cola to shift its product mix towards lower and non-calorie drinks, but aspartame's reputation isn't worth rehabilitating with this propaganda campaign. The company would be better off phasing out the use of aspartame and accelerating its research into safer, natural sweeteners such as those extracted from a stevia plant." So I share this with you because, again, it's very easy to get confused in our culture. It's very easy to have different opinions all over. And for some of you out there, you may be scratching your heads thinking, well, you know, the government says it's safe and it's in our foods. And if you have that confusion, I totally understand. I get it. But the reality and the truth is this. There's a lot of different powers at play that unfortunately come before our safety and our health. Your health is still your responsibility. I'm hoping to give you some knowledge and some tips and things that you can research and go deeper in your own pursuit of health, because these things are not safe. And just because friends and family members are using them, or just because every restaurant you go and have them at the table, doesn't make them a valid and viable option for you if you're really looking to get healthier. So I hope that this segment, this video, I hope it inspired, but I hope it kind of ticked you off a little bit and get to the point where, you know, you get a little bit where you're questioning about some of the things that are just mass-produced or marketed in our culture, and you maybe get a little upset behind, you know, mainstream media and the marketing that literally is forcing us to, or allowing foods to go into us, that is literally causing disease and sickness. But moreover, even after you feel that way, if you do feel that way, that is, use that knowledge to empower you. Get active, get more knowledge, and take different action and make healthier choices. As always, I'm here to help and assist any of you on your journey. Feel free to reach out to me via email or a private messenger if you want more information. I look forward to talking next week. Until then, have a blessed week, and I hope this helps some of you.